if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope. Fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away. Standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere. Maybe there is a star with your name. One thing I know is that there should be. There is no one a heart as pure, no, not like yours. Dreaming of you. 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 I'm dreaming of you. What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Dreaming of you. Dreaming of you. Dreaming of you.
I hope you don't mind just coming along watering my plants with me. Usually I would take them outside and just like hose them all down, but sometimes there's like these mid-watering times when only a couple of them need doing, so I just like go around with like a little jar and give them a little top up. It's been so nice to like actually see people again. I feel like it's been so long, and I would say I'm a fairly introverted person. I enjoy spending time by myself. I love hanging out with my friends and seeing people. Someone once told me that there was such a thing as like an ambivert, which essentially means that your energy doesn't really change depending on if you're by yourself lots or if you're around people lots. And I feel like that's what I am. I don't really mind being by myself. I don't really mind being around other people. Lockdown hasn't really felt like a huge shift, especially because like I work from home as well. But on our weekends when we would usually hang out with people on the beach or like go around to someone's house for a barbecue or stuff like that, we haven't really been able to do it. I have missed that a little bit, and it's so nice to just like see people again. Go for swims with my friend Liz. We kind of like made it into a little ritual before lockdown happened, where we would make a flask of tea and take it down and go have a swim on the beach and drink a cup of tea on the beach, and it was really, really nice. And we were finally able to do that again, which was so lovely. I really missed it. Just like little things like that, you know. Most of New Zealand's at level 2. Auckland, Waikato and somewhere else is in level 3, but Auckland is in level 3 with like flexibility. You're allowed to hang out with another household, maximum to 10 people. You can be outside, you can like have a barbecue, you can like hang out on the beach together and stuff like that. So it's really nice. I mean, there's obviously still things that we can't do in level 3, and we're potentially going to be there for another, like, what did they say, 4 to 6 weeks or something like that. Honestly, as long as it keeps people safe, we just got to do what we got to do. I know, I just feel like I have this sort of, this trust now of being able to like let go of things that just can't happen. And when I've just willingly surrendered and let go and allowed things to move on and move through, things come back. So now I just have this like trust in the universe almost, that just surrender, what's meant to be will be, and you know, what's not meant to be won't. So sometimes you just have to let go of things and just trust that it will all be okay. Some close friends of ours out here in PIHA had their birthdays, so I was on cake making duty, and it felt so good to just be in the kitchen making stuff. Baking always really reminds me of being a kid, of Christmas time with my mom, where we would just bake like crazy day after day after day. I really love it, I do. I just feel like there's so many other ways that I like to be creative, that cooking and baking kind of ends up coming last. Pip always likes to stay for snacks. This cake was definitely not dairy-free or gluten-free or vegan or any of that. It had all of the things in it, and it was fine. It was delicious. Something that's been really an important part of my journey recently has been not controlling my food too much, and it's been a really beautiful journey because it's been a very long journey to get myself to the point where I can eat things and not be concerned about what they're gonna do to me or if I deserve them. I treat food more as nourishment and celebration and fun and joy, and it's been a really beautiful shift in perspective in the last year or so. second. Just a moment. No. Leave it. Leave it. Good girl. So I am currently working on a couple of classes that I am doing for some studios here in Auckland that are wanting to just kind of upload some more content for their online yoga studios, especially with everything that's happened in the last year. A lot of yoga studios are offering an online platform, which I think is so great because online is kind of where my entire practice has unfolded over the years. I live quite rural, so there's not really any yoga studios out these ways, so my entire yoga practice has really taken place like right here in these four walls. I think for a while I was really searching for that kind of community that you do get when you go to a yoga studio, and I recently just found it when I switched over about a year ago to a studio called Commune, and they're actually based in Seattle, but they have an online platform as well, and I've been practicing with them for about a year and they feel like family to me. So it's really cool to be kind of invited into these yoga studios here in Auckland that are wanting to provide that online space for people that can't make it into the studio, or who maybe do come into the studio but also want to be able to practice on days when like they're not feeling like they can leave their house, and you want to maintain that sense of community through movement and through this practice. Online classes are really beautiful, and being able to deliver that feels like a full circle moment to be able to be invited into these studios to, I guess, like provide a couple of classes for their online community as well, because online community is just like been the backbone of my entire practice, and I think there is something really beautiful in being able to connect with people all over the world, and not necessarily in a studio space, though like being able to be in a studio space obviously is beautiful in its own way, but yeah, it's just really cool. It feels really special, but I'm not quite at the point yet where I fully know how to like memorize a flow. I think I'm getting better at it. The more I practice, the more classes I write, the more I teach, the more I'm able to remember, oh, this is the sequence that I wrote like yesterday, and be able to remember it. But I just like really want to drill it into my head so that when we do finally get to the stage of filming, I can not have like my paper in front of me, and I can kind of have the sequence, the whole class memorized, so that I can just like be in my body and be really in the space and be really in the zone and not really worry about thinking about what's coming up next and stuff like that. So I've planned it. I've actually planned it. I planned it months ago actually, because we were meant to film before this most recent lockdown happened. So I've had the classes planned for a wee while, but I am kind of rewriting them, making sure that I like everything still, and that it all still kind of flows together nicely, and I'm just going to like rewrite it out, and then just practice it over and over and over again until I kind of get into my head and into my body the sequence and the class that we're doing. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on at the moment. One of my little to-do lists is to kind of get this memorized. It was one of the goals that I set myself for this week, so here we go.